High School. We're back again. I mean, you thought you got rid of us, but here we are. We're just here to give you a couple tips to start out the school year and kick it back in gear for everybody. Remember, guys, you chose to be here. This is your job, so you better enjoy it. All right.
Color code your papers so they're not all the same color. So, I mean, when you give an assignment and they're all white and people are struggling to find the white paper, it's kind of hard to find the white paper with the white papers.
Find ways to energize your kids.
Have just a minute or two of your class just to not be so serious.
Find a way to put the assignment in the lesson.
Some sort of unique way to start out the class period every day, just something fun and unique.
Continue with the personal connections, even if it's not to every student, all the students that you do have that personal connection is really, really great because you give them someone that they can go to when they're having a really tough day.
Don't hold the whole class back at lunch if one person doesn't have it together. That is cruel.
Making sure all kids get to know everyone in the classroom so they don't feel like they're just left alone.
Teachers knowing me by name.
Just to be an adult figure there for the kids to actually hold genuine conversations and get stuff off of their chest without making somebody feel bad or worse about themselves.
When they see a problem in class, between a couple of students or even just tension in the classroom, they address it instead of just kind of pretending it's not there.
Appreciated that teachers did for me is the teachers that connected on a personal level, got to know me, what I was doing in my personal life, and asked me a lot about college and my major. So that really made me feel like I was special to them and that they really cared about me.
They talked to me and they gave me encouraging looks and facial expressions, and it made me feel wanted, especially when I brought up personal business, and they gave me their input, which made me feel special. Not only did they want to see me grow academically, but they also wanted to see me grow as a person.
I really didn't think I was going to connect with any teacher because I was I don't have any problems. I'm just going to come to school and I'm going to get my work done and then I'm just going to leave. And then some teachers reach out to you and they want to know you on a personal level, and then that's when it gets so much easier in the classroom. You start to open up, you start to talk more, you start to participate more because you feel they genuinely care about you from having that one conversation. It could be a quick thing as oh, if your day's bad, you can come in here and just sit down for 5 minutes. And they know that they can turn to you no matter what. Something I want the ANOPA staff to know is that every kid struggles. They could be the straight A student or the perfect athlete or super involved in the school, but there's some things outside of school that just make it tough. Getting that personal touch and talking to them and asking them what's going on. You can talk to me even if it's after school, you can tell them oh, come after class and just explain to me what's going on, why are you doing this. That goes a very long way.
Us kids struggle because we kind of are the minority in the school, so we try, just because we're all together and do stuff together, we want to branch out, but it's just hard for us. So just taking the time with us and letting us get through it, and just being there to help us as well would help.
There are lots of different identities of being a person of color. I'm black, but even within being black, there are lots of different identities and different subgroups, I guess, and just knowing that everyone's an individual and we have our own characteristics, we have our own behaviors and just little personality quirks that not everyone's the same, even though we might seem like it. It might just be easy to look at someone and be oh, well, they're a person of color, and just kind of push them aside. I, as a person of color, don't want to feel the only thing I can contribute to the school is me being a person of color. I'm more than just an advocate for diversity. I want to talk about other things too. I have opinions on other things as well.
I know some teachers will talk to kids in a different tone, and then when it comes to you, it's a whole other tone, and you feel bad. You're oh, what did I do,
I have friends who go into classes and they just genuinely feel the teacher does not care about them as a person, or they're just spewing out like information for you to like get for like the test, and that's it. And like that makes them end up like hating school and like hating the subject and like hating the teacher, and as a teacher that's like something you don't want to happen.
The little comments teachers might not realize they're making, that can make a big difference in like how a kid approaches the teacher, how they like the subject or whatever it may be. It's like there's that stereotype of being that like, oh, black people always being late, and like when the teacher's like, oh, thanks for fitting us into your schedule, and it's like saying that, just it feels like a blow to me. Sure, they didn't realize that them saying it perpetuated that stereotype, but it just like it felt like a blow, and I wasn't able to focus like that rest of that day and even in that class and just the subject itself. And I don't know, just like that one little comment can take away so much from a student.
Love your job. Like obviously like some teachers love their job and you can see it, and like when they're passionate about what they're teaching, that like energizes like the students, and then you become more passionate. So like corny jokes or like anything like that, like when you see somebody who truly loves what they're doing, like after like 30 years of doing it and they still love it, that makes you like super excited.
Be welcoming, be open, be honest. Don't be afraid to let students know how you feel and how they're feeling about you. Keep an open line of communication, and just remember the Anoka family is #1 here.
Step outside your comfort zone. Like if you've been doing the same thing for like 5 years, maybe it's time to like try something different, like something new. Like it might have worked 5 years ago, but like we're more like technological and like we're moving through that era. So like finding new ways to innovate like technology into it.
Taking the time to actually listen to your students and their stories, it's like a relief off of their shoulders, knowing that there's somebody there to listen to them and is there to support them.
Your mood throughout like the whole year, like that affects us as students too, because if you start at a high energy like first try and then like you end on a high energy third try, like we're eager, like we'll stick with you. Like if you're energized and like still in it with us, like we'll be with you. But like when a lot of teachers say that their kids are like checked out, like that's because like some classes are just like so dull and like there's no excitement. Continue to like learn and grow, like how you can become better. Like never settle for like what you have now, because like there's a lot of like different opportunities out there. So like maybe going to like a cultural event so you can like understand some of your cultural students. Like just continue to do that. Like there's little things that you do like outside of school that like have a big impact on like the type of teacher that you will be in class. So
be open to all kids, really try to build a relationship with kids no matter how hard it is.
I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you guys truly learned something from this and that you make every student's experience here just as good as you made mine the past 4 years. And again, I just want to say thank you for being part of my journey, and I can't wait to see what Anoka High School becomes after this.
I've been at Anoka for 4 years, and I've gotten to do lots of fun things, and I got to sit in on meetings with principals and administration and even a superintendent. I'm really thankful for all the opportunities Anoka's given me to like share my voice and like talk about the things that I feel passionate about. So I appreciate that. I went to another school before this. I went to another like school district for elementary school and middle school, and my experiences with the teachers were really different there than they were here. And I think honestly my experiences with the teachers here have been way better than elementary school. Oh my god, why am I crying? But it was way better, like way better. Like the teachers here truly care, and they like try and help you out, you know? I don't know why I'm crying, but I am.